So, I feel like I need to create another video about Kickstarter, talking about, well, the M1 multi-tool from MonstaTek. A lot of things are stirring up, from the different sides of the ground. People are starting to throw lightning, words, curses, and so on. A lot of theories out there. Is the product actually a scam? Are we going to see it? And so on. So, first of all, I'm going to focus on a few comments to lay out the foundation for this video. And by no means are the comments I'm showing you singular instances. There are many of them all over the place. Look at Reddit, look at this place. First of all, what people really think about is the pledge of $1.3 million. It is a lot of money. I know, understand that. And of course, no one likes that, someone scams some others for a lot of money. 11,189 people decided to back this project on Kickstarter. Now, the last update was October the 22nd, and as I also talked about in another video of mine, how frequently do MonstaTek actually give out updates and what should we expect in the future. Now, I'm actually expecting someone to be posted really soon because it aligns with when they post. What they then will post, hopefully the post will come, I have no idea. I am by no means a part of MonstaTek. I have no idea what they're doing. I merely just relay the messages. Now, to look at the actual comments, there are, people are starting to be, well, not starting, it's been for a long time, I would like to say. They like on the fence for a moment. Not being an electronic engineer, I would like to know what some of the backers here think of the information given so far. There's been a minimal information given, and that could be simulated. Well, that is true. As of right now, the last update was like 40 days ago. Yeah, not really, but it's great. IMSI is not 40 days. The last update was the 22nd of October. So when it's like the 22nd of December, it's around 40 days. It's not yet, around 20 more days to go. I'm up there giving them grief yet, and even then, it won't have any effect. Analyzing the writing style, the trollbot seems to be using a translator, and it also seems to be more than one person and has a tendency to lash out at backers. This is not an indication of an assigned professional handling customer on public platform, and if shipping has started as bot stated, then why is it not in an update? I don't think Trollbot is actually representing the Kickstarter. The clue might be the same. So let's put it into perspective right now what this guy IMSI is talking about. First of all, I don't know what to say about the comment other than let's talk about it, right? It's okay to be on the fence. I understand many people is on the fence at the moment. And it is true that the amount of information given is not really satisfactional in a way. Minimal information, I would say that's not true. We can just look at the 14 updates that have given us so far. And they have actually showed us, what they talk about: prototype, 3D printing models, the screens, the chipset, the drawings, schematics, and a lot of other informations. What is probably what most people want to see is like real videos, where they like hold and control the device. So something with like they show, this is a flipper serial, by the way, that you hold it and do something with it, and within that time, you can see people doing stuff. And if that is what you want to see, it's like a product test, something you do whenever like the beta is done and you're starting to be done with the software. I totally understand that is probably what people want to see, but minimal information, I would say that's not really true. About the 40 days, let me just calculate it pretty fast. So we can say like days from the 22nd October. If there are some sort of calculators. So yeah, actually it is 40 days. So I'm sorry. Uh, I totally thought month were 20 days in my head. So Imsai, I'm sorry for that. You were totally right. It has been 40 days. So okay. You're true in 40 days. Um, I'm not really sure what this means. I stick to the fact that they actually did post frequently compared to their frequency. Not what people want. That is a flaw in my eyes, but compared to the frequency they are posting within like 30 to 40 days always, something like that. Which is I'm not really sure what to say about it. Is it too little or too much? I would like more. Talking about this troll bot, I'm not 100% sure what this is. I'm not that well, known on Kickstarter. So maybe we should just say like Kickstarter troll bot. Not really sure if it means anything. Yeah, so maybe it's just a way of talking and probably just me not understanding the new slang here, but okay, so translator wise, I'm not really sure. To be honest, we can go ahead and check out like the MonstaTek there, and it's Ken Shung Wang. It's a dude. We can definitely see that there's been some collaborators. Sophie and Olavo Toledo is supporting collaborators, so that is true. So we can put the name into, and it's probably just a standard name. I have no idea. We can also add on the word MonstaTek. And Ken Wang is the director of MonstaTek. You actually have a LinkedIn profile, which is supposedly this guy right here. Um, and we can check out the guy. He's definitely he's definitely a director on MonstaTek, so we have the right guy right there. We can check out the inactivity or the activity on there. We can check out San Francisco Bay Area University, California, Berkeley. It checks out so far. The information there is fine. Manager, Samsung Electronics. So the background is there. Associate. Electronics, the master degree, engineering, so on. So it doesn't really seem that this guy here is definitely, having the right amount of background to be driving this project. So we're looking at him, and it should be this guy right here. Not really sure what to say about it. He's been doing his stuff in United States. I truly believe that he's from United States, and also compared to the University of Berkeley, California, and he's now located in San Francisco Bay Area. So yeah, not really much to say about that. And also we are getting the Reddit. I'm not gonna yeah, well, it's very fun to say like the Asian director Kenneth Wang is a scammer. He's in jail in Singapore. Okay, let's just look at it. Jail. Rest of the team members listed in Kickstarters are not working under him. All marketing images fake. So it's just a guy, saying something. I usually don't. Reddit is full of trolls, so I wouldn't necessarily, and why should he be in Singapore? It is really weird. So I'm not gonna do that. So we do have some issues when we find things, but still, I just don't know what to say about it. He did log in last time, the 15th of November. Um, that's around, 17, 18 days ago. And um, he like, I don't know exactly what this is. What is this? Projects backed by MonstaTek. So MonstaTek backed some projects that was unsuccessful, funding canceled, and so on. Again, this is nothing to do with uh, MonstaTek. This looks Zero Day War looks like a very interesting project. Not exactly sure what that is. It has nothing to do. It's a card game. I don't really care about card games, so let's go back. So we are back again here, and I try to highlight some of the things. So another comment is sure would like to know what's going on. The project feels like a vaporware. Where's my product? Yeah, can I update my shipping address? Any news? Um, and I'm just trying to scroll down here to find some replies from, one of the collaborators. And if I see any, we can look at it. It's probably something with addresses and something like that. So, but it's just a long, list of things. There are also plenty of people saying I don't mind project is late and so on, and this is exactly what I should about to say. I'm really sure what to say about all this. It's just a long series of troll tales and angry people and stuff like that. Why are they angry? Why are they not really? Why are so many again? So if I went in and find out how many people actually replied out of the 11,000 500 ish baggers, I'm pretty sure it would be like a very few of them. So I'm not really sure that is a key takeaway. So on Kickstarter, they have this fulfillment report. And we can go ahead and check it out, independent analysis by University of Pennsylvania. Kickstarter's new model bringing creative projects to life compared to other funding models. So 9% of Kickstarter projects fail to deliver rewards. So they did say that, and this is whenever this was made, I don't know, but 9%. This is the a guy, Professor Mollick, found the 9%. 8% of dollars pledged went to failed projects. Okay. 7% of backers failed to receive the chosen reward. Okay. 65% of backers agreed to strongly agree with the statement that reward was delivered on time. So, very interesting, statistic. What does this mean to us? It means that there is a chance that we are the 9%. Okay, so fail to deliver rewards. No matter how we are looking at this, if we're not getting the rewards, which is a part of what Kickstarter is all about. So it's really hard to say that Kickstarters are people are scams, because if they purposely create a project knowing they're never going to deliver anything, it is of course wrong. It's a misuse of Kickstarter. And I understand it's probably really hard to follow up on these things in Kickstarter, because how can you do that? There's always going to be some people sitting and yelling and saying, oh, you have to do it, and they have to do it, and it's easy, you just do this and that. And yeah, no, I understand, but it is not just that easy. It is not something you just do. It require a lot of time, and you know how many projects there are on Kickstarter all the time? How easy it is just to lie, it doesn't really matter. So I would like to say that, no matter what we do, or how well we do it, Kickstarter will never really be able to follow up this king. So 8% of dollars pledged went to failed projects. So there is a chance, like, how much of the 8% and the 9% is the same? You cannot just put them together and say 17%, because that's not the way it works. 17% of backers failed to receive their, chosen rewards. So this means that you could have chosen something, but you got something else because, well, it was not delivered, or something else is delivered. And 65% of backers strongly agreed with the statement that the reward was delivered on time. It's a very high percentage of success. In a way, you could say like the 7% stand there as they failed to receive the chosen reward. So in some case, you can probably add it together, and say like it's like a 30% of the projects on Kickstarter is not delivering. I don't know, but this is like, so the presenter Molek wrote his analysis. Project backers should expect a failure rate out of 1 in 10 projects, and to receive a refund 13% of the time. Since failure can happen to anyone, creators need to consider a plan for the ways in which they will work with backers in the event of project fails, keeping lines of communication open and explaining how the money was spent. Ultimately, there does not seem to be a systematic problem associated with failure or fraud on Kickstarter, and the vast majority of projects do seem to deliver. So I can only say this is the way it is. And failure rates are consistent across categories, so there's no specific category that are more likely to fail. We can see it right here. Failure rate into art, comics, craft, dance. We are on the technology part here, so there is no specific failure to any of them. It's all more or less the same if you look at like the way they are constructed, right? So findings number 3: projects that raise less than 1,000 fail the most often. Yeah, because it's too little money, and yeah. Okay, so there are good failures and bad failures. Like approximately 70% of backers who backed a failed project agree that they will back other Kickstarter projects. However, 90% of the backers of failed projects would back another project by the same creator whose project failed. Yeah, so then Professor Molek explained whether backers receive refunds, a detailed explanation from creators about why their projects failed. He found that 15 to 20% of cases, backers reported that failure was handled well by creators. About 30% of backers of failed projects reported receiving a refund or other compensation from the creator, and 70% agreed or strongly agreed that they will understood why the project failed. So the project satisfaction level of backers is something like this, which is like happy with outcome, happy with how project was run, and so on. You can always just pause the video and look at these graphs. So what is a creator supposed to do if the project can't be completed? If creators realize they're unable to bring the product to life as promised, they have to be open about it with the backers, and here's what they need to do. Explain to backers what work's been done, how fonts were used, and what stopped them from finishing. Yeah, that is something was expected by anyone, like to say like, okay, so thank you for giving us these fonts. We have been using them to X, Y, Z, and so on. That is, of course, respectful to do it. Demonstrate that they use the fonts appropriately and have made every reasonable effort to complete the project as promised. So one more time, looking at it, showing maybe some, what is it called, receipts or something. That is of course one way of doing it, but also maybe showing some card boxes and stuff laying around. Say we have these things here, and we have a lot of the chips if it's technology and just didn't work the way we should. If there's money left over, offer to return any remaining funds to backers who have not received the reward, or explain how those funds will be used to complete the project in some alternate form. Yeah. So if you cannot, complete the product, and you haven't really been able to create any of the rewards, maybe just half of them, or you had some manufacturing issues, so you only got like 30% that worked and the other 70% did not work, and some backers received it, through random picking them, I guess a fair way. Um, and there's some money left. Of course, you can try and say, like, we're going to do our best to do something, but not sure what. Of course, this is what it says. And the general overview is like the Kickstarter mission is to bring blah, blah, blah. So is a 9% failure reasonable for community people trying to bring creative life practice to life? Well, they think so. But we also understand that the risk of failure may deter some people from participating. Of course. We respect that. We want everyone to understand exactly how Kickstarter works. It's not a store that amid creativity and innovation, there's a risk and a failure. And this is probably why I'm not bothered to sit and moan in a chat about someone maybe scammed me or not. There is a risk and a failure, and this is the risk. I accepted that the $109 I used probably never's gonna give me anything, but probably will. I don't know. So we thank University of Pennsylvania to share this with tens of thousands of creators and backers who took the time to answer these questions. So, this is what I want to say, and this is what I want to highlight, and I really hope that in some way you understood what this is all about and how we're going to use it, and what about backing the project, not backing the project, I just cannot say whether this is going to success or not. Some people already made up their minds, and I fully respect that. I'm gonna give you my, hopes, I guess, so you understand that let's keep our hopes up. Let's understand that maybe we're gonna get something out of this, and if we're gonna get something out of this, we're gonna be happy. I will be happy to receive any product, really. I don't really care too much about what it is. I have created many products myself. I had a lot of technology projects and bought stuff from Amazon and put it together, and it's very interesting. So I would say in any outcome, I will be happy for the good one. I will of course be sad to see nothing coming from MonstaTek. But I don't know. I don't want to bring the yes or the no answer. I want to bring the let's see what happens. So let's see what happens. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe even subscribe to the channel to get notifications in the future of what I release. So see you out there and have a really nice day.